Breaking news today. Donald Trump officially announced a deal, a honey deal, with President Winnie the Pooh. And of course, friends, President Trump, China, all of these things happening in the background. Cryptocurrency is caught in the headwind all the time because we are an extension of the business cycle. We are the grassroots of speculation because we are a long duration asset. That's why anything that might spook anybody in the long term or short term or medium term doesn't really matter. Crypto starts to react to it. We have this breaking news that came on earlier today. He officially announces a deal on economic and trade relations with China, probably something to do with all the honey. Hopefully the tariffs on honey have been going down because President Winnie the Pooh loves honey. Being Winnie the Pooh Bear, China suspending new rare earth export controls. They've got a general license issued. There's the FENT, friends. I can't say this word, okay? Fenta, and then you know how to finish it. It's just YouTube gets really, really skits with that. They've suspended all regulatory tariffs as well. Here is Donald Trump as well, making love to President Winnie the Pooh. I had to throw it in there. I had to just... So, also, there's been some actions by Americana as well, as they've made this deal coming out. America have lowered tariffs on China by 10 percentage points, and they've extended some sort of expiration as well. Here we have the Wojak in Euphoria out here. So this type of deal coming out, I guess it's just one of these healing processes of the bull market where they just break stuff and then things kind of start to sort each other out. What about the Bitcoin and crypto price action reacting to this? Remember, it's still muted, because we are going through a weekend. Maybe by the time you see this, there's even more of a move. So Bitcoin's still holding within the range. Hopefully, we see a continuation in the week where we start to grind on higher. Remember, we are doing very, very low volume candles out here now, which, don't want to jinx it. Traditionally, crypto, when you do super low Morse code volume, it's traditionally at bottoms, okay? Here we have Liberty Swap from Pulse Chain. Sweet. That's exactly why Peacock is pumping hard, Sommi. Yes. I hope all your peacocks pump hard and all the non-peacocks as well. Hopefully, everybody gets their time to shine. This is the total altcoin market cap, friends. This is total 3. Okay, now it's obviously near the highs because it includes stable coins and stuff. I mean, like we've added 100 billion in stable coins just in the past year. Okay, so this is removing Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you can see, it's going up and up and up and up. Now, this, friends, is tremendous because, I mean, like, look at this. It's really a coiling here. Bang, 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 bang. It's like it's slowly. It's reaching the apex. We're right here. Hopefully, this is an explosion up, man. Like, man, if we go down, I'm going to break something. This does not deserve to go down, dude. You've got equity indexes literally going parabolic. The Nikkei, the freaking Nikkei, friends. The Nikkei's up 75% this year, bro. From the Trump tariff tantrum. You have the Nasdaq going absolutely blitz. You have the racist Russell 2000. It's closed its highest monthly close ever. AI, future, robotics. Friends, you know Elon Musk, the guy with 15 kids, chatting up Tiffany Fongles. Do you know Elon, friends? Do you know the RoboTaxi? They've got it that efficient now. They're testing it, I think, in Silicon Valley and I think San Francisco, or New York, somewhere out there. Basically, they're testing short trips right now. Do you know $20 US Uber trips? The RoboTaxi does it for $4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you know how many Uber drivers there are in the world? 8 million. Yep. What's going to happen when we all have a RoboTaxi? Yeah. RoboTaxi, friends, is literally in the name. It's Robocop taxi. Okay, maybe you can blast some cars that's cutting you off out there, right? But RoboTaxi, literally, you don't have to pay for a driver. It's driverless. There's a robot in there. Maybe it'll play you some nice classical music. Maybe it can give you updates on the price charts. Think about that. That's deflationary hard, friends. Like deflation, like you're killing that many jobs. You're making things super efficient. That's why the government has to keep printing money. Okay, this is just the RoboTaxi stuff. Like they're doing it really, really fast. You got to think about all these other things coming, like the trucks and other driving stuff out here. Also, friends, remember, gold went on a turbo nuclear run, okay? And we had a lot of these classical signals up here. And you can't see it much from this 4-hour chart, but like gold, friends, all these green weekly candles in a row, all right? So 9 green weeks in a row. So Uncle Peter Schiff, coming out as a classical top signal, there is context to this tweet, but I'm just going to have to read it out for you. But if you have any pet turtles in the room, please ask them to leave. Okay? For everyone else out here, get ready. Uncle Peter Schiff. Sydney Sweeney has great boobies. Okay? So I've written here, is this another indicator that gold has topped out for a long while? Aaron, why is he talking about her? I thought he liked him young. Very interesting. I'm going to show you the full context of the tweet, and don't worry, it gets more weird. So this is why, friends, it's very important. This is for market sentiment, okay? That's why, all right? I've given you a lollipop. Let's continue. This is, now I'm actually tilted by this freaking annoying picture. They're like, all right, guys, okay. Dude, we're on the internet, okay? There's naked people everywhere you look, all right? Who cares, dude? Oh, wow, boobies. All right, dude, get over it, man. Get over it, okay? Now, there's a gold bug here. He's a gold and silver bug. He's pooping on Bitcoiners, pooping on crypto, okay? Look at this. So make gold great. He says real assets are undefeated. So obviously he goes holding silver. So he's got Sydney Sweeney's boobies. And then you've got a marshmallow man holding Bitcoin. Obviously it's meant to be like a juxtaposition, like ha ha ha, look at him. I'll pay him to keep his shirt on. That type of like, hey, let's laugh at Bitcoiners, you know? Here's my political opinion. All coins matter. Right? All coins matter. So Uncle Peter Schiff replied to this gold bug saying, Sydney Sweeney's got good boobies. All right? And then TL, I thought you had a preference of the slightly underage Peter. Do you remember, friends, as well, when Uncle Peter Schiff, for some reason, he died on the hill defending, we couldn't believe it, he defended Jeffrey Epstein's island. I still can't believe it. I mean, he's wonderful. But this has to be some sort of euphoria, bro. You're coming out writing about an actress's boobies on Twitter, spitting on Bitcoin. Like, you don't understand that. Come on, man. You came out of the dungeon because you have that much confidence. It's like everyone's on your side because so many retailers have lined up. Gold bugs are doom posting Bitcoin. Uncle Peter Schiff is being Uncle Peter Schiff. It really does feel like we're set for a gold to Bitcoin rotation that'll happen in November. I've been covering it for you a lot of the times. I cover it for you again, friends. So we have gold here with an offset. This is gold, man. This is literally Bitcoin. I really hope we are like ready to go. We are ready to go. Bitcoin's still sideways here. I really hope by mid-November, in the next week, Bitcoin can go to 118 or something, and then by this we start going up. So it implies a price of 150K, but you know what I say about the fractals. Just like, you know, hold your breath. Just be careful. Remember, it is year of the snake. We had the first red October in 7 years, Floptober. What's happening? Uptober. Everyone's making a joke of Uptober. It's year of the snake. No one's surprised. November's meant to be the best month, but we are all mentally destroyed. Okay? The only thing I cheat is government currency. Thank you to the baby doll who made this of me in wonderful Indian attire. This looks really cool. Thank you, sirs. Using AI for the great causes out here. Man, friends, AI is getting too good, dude. It's really, really good. Like, it's really like BladeRunner, where the replicants, which are like the android humans, they make them so good where at the start, you know, that's in the movie, right? You can figure it out within a couple of seconds. But like as they get more advanced, they have to start giving them tests. And then like as they get more advanced, it takes you like 20 minutes to figure out if something's a replicant or not, which is like an android. It's exactly what's happening right now. When I'm watching like a video, I have to watch it for longer and longer to figure out it's AI. And you can't even tell. You can't even tell. So all of these things coming. Oh, check it out. Mr. Custard. What am I saying here?
Devs are from the USA.
Whoa, man. It's doing the accents and everything, dude. Whoa, man. Sadly, crypto's still down while the world is powering on. These are the Ethereum Layer 2 chains. Blast, down 90%, 97%. ZK Stink, down 88%. Molestia, this is actually down like 90% as well. Starknet, down 95%. We need memes, cults, religions, friends. That's it. We're all extensions of the business cycle. We need a spectacular pump resurrection as well. Now, obviously, friends, the stock market has gone turbo nuclear to the moon, which is beautiful. I'll just show you the S&P 500 now. The S&P 500 doing wonderful things. This is a monthly chart out here. It's very high. They say it's very high, but should we be concerned? Well, all of the people sidelined, they're going to just throw out information about how stock market's expensive, PE this, PE that. Guess what? It's actually not that expensive. All right? It's not that expensive. Let me show you. Okay? I'll show it to you right here. There's a chart here. This, friends, is the PEG. It's actually called the PEG. I know we're laughing and having fun. It's actually called the PEG ratio. Okay? So normally there's PE ratio, price to earnings. But what they do is they adjust it with growth. It's price, earnings, and growth. So what they do is they want to see the rate of change of the earnings, and they basically normalize it over time. And you can see, friends, the PEG of the entire S&P 500, all the companies there, it's actually in a healthy area. Yes, it's on the expensive side, but it's not bubble territory. If you want to see what we did here in 2008, and also the year 2099, so it's right up here. That's when everything started popping. Okay, we are actually still here. You got to remember, well, for us to go from 1.3 to 1.6, what's that? Like another 25% gain. So that's why if the S&P 500 popped another 25%, well, we're in like, okay, you've bubbled up. So that's how close it is to the. Let me show you where 25% is, though. By the way, like everyone's acting like, oh yeah, it's just 25% away, bro. Do you understand how far 25% is? That's S&P 500 hitting 8,500. Okay, and then yeah, it would probably spend the whole year in that zone, and then when it crashed down 35%, guess what it comes back down to, friends? Even if it dropped 40%, it comes back down to 5,200, which is funny enough where we were at the Trump tariff. Yeah, so that's the hard part about the stocks. They always drop, but they tend to go up first. Okay, so it's pretty soothing to see that it looks like a normal strong bull market. Okay, and remember, friends, when it comes to bull markets, let's play some Pumper G music for everyone in a bull market, which is everyone out there but us in altcoins. Okay, now in a bull market, remember the market's smarter than you and me. It's pricing in stuff in the future. Okay, so obviously, did your mind just blow, friends, when I told you about the RoboTaxi? You know, think about that. Uber, your taxi cost, it's not $20 anymore, it's $4. I want you to think about what that does for Uber Eats. Think about that. Think about getting food from cafes, restaurants to your home now. Imagine you can just transport without a human. Okay? Imagine the car comes and waits on the street, and then there's like a pin. They give you the pin, you go and you just punch in the pin, you get your food. Okay? It's lowering the cost of just food delivery. Think about stuff. Think about couriers. All right. Think about the whole world changes. Think about how deflationary it is for cars. Yeah. I want you to think about, friends, imagine, like, let's say, and this is a real thing as well. What's it going to do for cars if, let's say, maybe you to go visit your friends or something, it's normally like, let's say the Uber, wherever you are, it'd be like $40. What if they could get it down to 10? I want you to think about this. The world changes, dude. The world changes. What if you literally just call a cab and it's a RoboTaxi and you're just going to your friend's house? It's costing you $10. $10 there, $10 back. You don't have to pay for electricity. You don't have to pay for your the gas, right? Or the running costs of the car. Yeah. The insurance part. I want you to think about how much money that saves. Yeah. This is literally, now you can see why Tesla, why it's trading at like ridiculous 100 PEs. It's because when Elon, friends, okay, so Elon, he's either chatting up Tiffany Fong to try to have baby number 15, or when he's chatting up the earnings, he doesn't even talk about cars. He's talking about AI, robotics, automation. Like, they don't even care about this current car industry. Okay, and that's why everybody who's trying to measure the new world from the old world, they get left behind. It's just like everyone who comes into crypto from stock boomer world and they go, oh, Bitcoin's got no cash flow, therefore it's worth zero. right? And also people within crypto make the mistake too. They go, oh, Dogecoin, you've got no cash flow. You're worth 0. Oh, XRP, no cash flow. You're worth 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Guess what? A lot of the coins pump. Guess what? A lot of the coins have hundreds of billions of market cap. And also, guess what? A lot of the coins have recovered from minus 90% drops, and they're still alive. They couldn't even kill Litecoin. Look at Zcash. Okay, we can go on and on and on. So we are in a healthy, strong bull market. Okay, we are. You're probably wondering, just like me, hey, when's the crypto rotation going to happen? I hope it happens soon, dude. I don't have all the answers, friends. I wish I did. Some signals, though. I just heard a very typical retail investor saying he recently moved all of his crypto positions into stocks. The cleansing is real. Noobs have sold alts to buy stocks at the local top. Friends, it's true. You know it, okay? Everyone's like, man, stocks are moving. I've got to get into that. Thank you to Mr. Onizuka. This is me with the knife. This is awesome. Hey, is this from Silent Hill, sir? Or is this from The Shining? There is a scene from Silent Hill. I forgot that girl's name. She's one of the early ones. I think you fight her monster dad, who was an abuser in the first in the first parts of the game. Oh, I remember now. Her name's Angela. That's right. Freaky Angela. Back in the day. Yeah, man. Man, you gotta understand, with games, this is what's getting scary, okay? It's getting scary. The AI is getting so fast and so powerful. The AI is generating world games. Because that's all a game is. You don't this is crazy. It's kind of like how reality works. It doesn't need to generate you everything, okay? It's just generating the pixels for the game, yeah? So if the game thinks that, oh, you've pressed the button to move somewhere, it doesn't have to render everything else. It's just got to convince you that it's rendered what you can see. They're actually getting the AI to do that. Elon Musk is going to release Grok. It can literally generate games. I don't think we're ready, dude. I don't think we're just not ready for what the hell's going on. That's why the new economy, it's going at hyperbolic speed. That's why, friends, when you see the stock market, okay, that's why when you and I, okay, look, okay, Zcash, different story. But when you and I, friends, see like Nasdaq, okay, the Nasdaq literally going absolutely parabolic to the moon. You got no idea what the hell's going on. Bro, why are you going on? What the hell's going on? Well, I'm telling you, investors, the toppest, biggest companies, Facebook, Amazon's, Crapple, okay, Google McDougal, Tesla, all of these, they're the ones investing in all the AI infrastructure. So they're going to have all the power. If they have all the GPUs and the power, obviously buying them off NVIDIA, they can generate anything they want. So it's funny, everyone's saying, oh, this economy's fake and everything's going down. No, dude, you just have like 7 to 8 of the biggest companies in the world, the biggest networks, who are going to own all the AI computing in the future. So guess what, dude? You want to generate movies? You want to generate games? You want to generate any entertainment? You got to think, if you're making a robot, friends, let's say you've got one of Matt's Chinese sex robots that are making you a sandwich. Yeah, where's the brain of the AI going to be stored? At Matt's warehouse. Okay? All the compute and the power is going to be there. Okay? They have all the hardware. They can do anything. Yeah, how do you price that in? Well, we don't know. The market will figure it out. So that's why I don't think we're done yet. I think the stock market, we've got to go way, 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 way higher. And I know no one's saying this. But, like, you got Tom Lee and stuff saying that. Like, dude, it's like the internet, friends. You could not possibly predict, right, what the internet was going to do back in 1990s. Like, you had no idea, right, what the hell was going on. I'll just show you. Look at this. We can go back. Okay. Look at, dude, what the hell is this? Okay. So look what's happening, right? The stock market was actually, it was interesting, okay? It was on par. And look what happened. It hit 1998. And the stock market went, oh my gosh. So this is what actually happens, friend. This is how it all goes, right? Because you've been running up from 1990 to 1998, and you have basically, you don't have many like big crashes, yeah? 18 to, but then eventually it goes, okay, that's it. Here we end 1998, and they go, okay, we can see it now. The internet is the future. It's time to take this thing to the moon. And that's when everything absolutely goes huge. And then you have the big pop, okay? This is where what's funny, friends, as well? I remember Mark Cuban from his Yahoo stock. I think he started hedging here. Yeah. This is such an interesting story, right? Mark Cuban, to cash out his $1 billion, he started hedging here. He put on a short to hedge his stocks. I think he sold to Yahoo, but he was not allowed to sell for 12 months. So he put on a short, I think, with Goldman Sachs. But guess what? His short got stopped out up here. His short position got stopped out up here. But because it was all up there, he was allowed to hedge. He basically bought the puts up there. He was allowed to basically cash out. Right? So that's actually what happened. I think he was able to get puts on his shares. That's actually what happened. That's how he cashed out his billion. But it's wild. Like this guy, he's like, I'm a billionaire. I could cash out. And then it literally still went. The whole index went up another freaking 2x from that point. Lots of interesting stuff out here, right? So see, our friends, that the internet it did go on to change the world, right? It did. It started getting ahead of itself at the end and it went like explosive. So that's why we're looking at the Nasdaq. What's it doing now? That's what I've been telling you. Dude, it's pricing in AI. You just don't know what the world looks like. I hope you get to see the future, friends. But we don't have any of these retail applications yet. Okay, we don't. We've got lollipops. We've got some cute Pokeballs. Okay, we don't actually know. We got, of course, hyper-powered pegs. You don't know what the world's really going to look like. Like, think about all the moving parts. RoboTaxi doesn't cost you $20 to travel anymore. It costs you $4. You're like, okay, that's going to change a lot of stuff. You know, commuting from work, the transport industry. What about the car industry? Yeah, but then you got to think about this. You go, oh, isn't that bad for people selling cars? No, it increases the discretionary spending money from retailers. So if they're not spending as much on a car, where are they going to funnel their money? They've got money for other stuff. What's the other stuff going to be? You understand? We're making new economies, new industries, but we haven't figured that all out yet. That's why when we're seeing this blow off to the roof, I want you to know it's not just accidental, okay? The market can see stuff. It's sniffing out stuff of the future that's getting exponentially better that you and I can't exactly figure out today. And also, friends, that's why I just want to remind you as well, yeah, we are at historically super expensive prices right here. This, friends, is the Nasdaq, okay? Nasdaq over M2SL, okay? So this is adjusted for money printing. So yeah, man, this thing has gone absolutely bonkers, okay? Yeah, it's coming up here, all right? So yes, it's wild. It's accelerating, man. This is juicy. This is freaking huge. I want you to think about something though. Even though this thing still took a year to top out. Okay, it still took a year, and it went up. It did a you gotta remember, friends. A lot of people just don't know what the hell they're doing. Okay, they draw these charts and they go, "Oh, look at this. This thing is really high. Look at the Nasdaq going parabolic here. Look at this. It went up and up and up and up. You see this? So you would have thought the Nasdaq has blown off here, and then look, it starts bull flagging. Okay, and then it goes up. You see that? So how do you know it's not going to do the same thing here, right? You never know. Nasdaq might do some bull flag and something comes out in the future. I'm just trying to get you to see what's going on. Yes, crypto has to be caught in the positive tailwinds of that. It has to. But we'll see. Okay, like, subscribe, belly button on. Catch you soon.